Rounds will be scored on the 10 points must system. The Boxing Authority cut-eye rule will apply. A standing 8 count will be regarded as a knockdown. The 3 knockdown rule in any one round will also apply. A boxer can only be saved by the bell in the last round. The no-fold rule will apply. Representing the Boxing Authority of New South Wales tonight are Ken Pedler. Representing the Department of Sport and Recreation and official recorder for all contests, Mr. Tony Batten, and the medical officer in attendance is Dr. Lou Lewis. Fight fans, here we go. This is the main event. Firstly, out of the red corner, he's an ex-Mexican champion. He's been in with the current WBA champion, Lenny Bradley. Fight record, 28 wins, including 23 KOs and 12 losses. Sporting green and red trunks at 28 years of age and tipping the scales at 70.85 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Tyson Vasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the blue corner, tipping the scales at 70.15 kilos, hailing from Gosford, New South Wales, Australia, trained and managed in the safe hands of Team Waters, weighing in at 70.15 kilograms, with a body landscaped by Chisel, 3 times a world title contestant, the desire and fire burning brighter than ever, rated 3 in the world by the WBC, wearing red and white trunks, boasting a career record, 30 fights, 26 wins, 18 by way of KO. Fight fans, the blue corner, the glamour with the hammer, Troy Boy Waters! For Forum Promotions in conjunction with Fox Sports, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Third man in the ring, John Cucci.
Referee John Gauci about to issue final instructions to both men.
Okay, obey them, shake hands, and let's get it on, boys. Okay?
That's it. Short, sharp and shiny. And I can tell you that Troy Waters is looking a picture at the moment. It's in outstanding shape, and if he thinks he can beat Terry Norris, then he should be able to get past Louis Tyson Vasquez. Scheduled for 10 rounds at junior middleweight level. Both men a tick over the junior middleweight level, 155, 156 pounds. And here's Troy Waters in the white trunks with red piping, and Louis Vasquez in the green and red, in the colours of Mexico.
He's got the jab going already. Right on target. Boom.
Snapping Vasquez's head back with a sharp jab, Waters.
He's using that jab to get his distance and work out what's going to happen. Everybody's jab's working tonight.
Yes, we've already seen it in some of our earlier fights. Particularly Love More Nadu was very impressive with a flashy left jab. And that's an excellent jab from Troy Waters as well.
And another one. Here it comes.
Yeah. Now Vasquez opens up for the first time in the fight, but not for long, as Troy Waters stands right in front of him. Bouncing lefts off his forehead at the moment. And an uppercut going to work. And Vasquez.
Troy's just using his jab and just waiting for that opportunity to knock him out. Or another workout. That jab's incredible. Just jolting his head back.
Waters with 26 wins, 18 by way of KO.
Still has to be careful. This guy's been in a lot of fights and knows his ring craft, so still have to be careful.
Certainly, it was Only in January
Nice
last year that Vasquez went 5 rounds with Lonnie Bradley, the current WBO middleweight champion of the world. Working to
Nice
the body.
shot.
Waters on his toes. Feeding
jab.
him a supply of left hand again. He is on target early, Troy Waters.
Nice jab. 3 in a row. That's after this round, I'd say this guy's face will just be blown up for the left-hand jabs that he's been receiving. That's good work, though, using coming to the body. But that jab's just pounding. He's just sticking his head out, just waiting for Troy to just bump it off with his glove.
Well, Vasquez will be asking for a right, or pleading for one soon. He's being hit with the left that many times. And again, on cue, Waters doubles up.
A little low.
Waters well on top here, opening round action. On the central coast of New South Wales, big-time boxing right around Australia, no doubt. A 10-9 round at least for Troy Waters.
At least Troy was just too good in that round. What can you say? He's just going out there jabbing, using his left-hand jab and just basically just putting it in his forehead all the time.
Let's see if we can listen in the Troy Waters corner. First off, we'll take a look at some of the action and we'll see a constant supply of left hand bouncing off Vasquez's forehead.
If you want to learn how to throw a left jab, that's the way to do it.
Jabs are working very well, Troy.
How about this right in?
15 seconds to go.
Work it in, get your time right. This is the type of fight I want from you. Good
Okay,
jab.
time out, boys.
Let's go, mate. Mouth guard, mouth guard. Come on.
Here comes. I hope he starts using his right hand here. It'll be interesting to see. He's kept it tucked away, and I think he's just waiting for it to just open up.
Round 2 scheduled for 10. Troy Waters in the white trunks, taking the opening round against Luis Vasquez, a former Mexican junior middleweight champion, in the green and red.
You watch Troy, he'll just plan this right uppercut on into his chin, and
We saw him try the uppercut only once in the opening round, and it was a glancing blow. Vasquez looking a little busier here, early stages of round 2, but that was to be expected. Vasquez
very strong to the body.
Works to the body. The crowd getting behind their man, Troy Waters. Again, feeding him a constant supply of leather via the left jab.
Vasquez is just sitting there waiting for a punch to be opened up to him. Troy has to be careful because he has got the power to knock him out, but Troy can take a punch and good body work. But Troy, once again, just puts his elbows in and takes on the elbows.
Yes, well schooled throughout his career, Troy Waters, one of the best defensive boxers in the country. Pins Vasquez in the blue corner. Ooh, big left hand from Troy Waters, found the target.
Let's see his right hand. That left hand is incredible. He's just working to the head, to the body, as he pleases. Half-hearted punches there by Vasquez. I think he's met his match. Troy's just too good for this guy. He's just picking him off as he likes with that left-hand jab, as you can see.
Now working downstairs, Vasquez opens up. Hasn't thrown a lot of leather. Now here comes Troy Waters. Right hand found the target. There it was. We count down the final 60 seconds of round number 2. Waters with this big crowd willing him on.
Just practice for Troy. Just working that jab and getting him into position for the punches that he needs. Keeping the elbows in. Good jab.
Excellent work from Troy Waters.
A good 3-4 punch combination would be unbelievable to see Troy do right now. He's just keeping that right hand there, saving it for something.
Already a mouse opening up beneath the right eye of Vasquez. No surprise.
Ooh,
Nice
overhand right by
hand.
Vasquez.
Vasquez, best
just
punch of the fight.
Straight back left hand jabs. Troy's Ooh, a little bit low again. Overhand right, great punch.
Vasquez tries to answer with one of his own.
There's that right uppercut.
End of round 2, and the crowd are enjoying this contest with Troy Waters on top.
It's another great round for Troy. He's just doing what he wants once again.
There we see Vasquez's corner working on that right eye. The left jab has found the target numerous occasions and is starting to mark the face of Luis Vasquez. We know Vasquez has power, but he has not put a lot of punches together. And there you see the head snapping back again.
Ten mucho cuidado con ese upper, ¿ok? Te lo metió 2 veces.
I can't translate that, I'm not Mexican.
Mucho cuidado.
I tried
Okay.
it.
No esperes tanto, no esperes tanto. Estás llevando muy calmada la pelea. Métele un poquito más presión. Cuando le sueltes así, suéltale por el medio. ¡Pum! ¿Ok? Cuando te aviente él, este está aventando así.
Troy's ready to go.
Trying to rev up Luis Vasquez's corner. He looks a little disinterested as far as I can see at the moment. Troy Waters gets underway here. Round 3 in the white trunks. Vasquez in the green and red of Mexico. And this is the best we've seen so far from Vasquez. He comes on strong. Now Waters fires back with that left hand again.
Vasquez started this round at a good pace. He's trying to make Troy at least think that there is somebody in there fighting him. How long it lasts for, we don't know. Good overhand right by Vasquez.
That appears to be his best punch at the moment.
It's about the only thing that he's been able to hit Troy with.
Apart from his forehead. Oh, nice right hand. Waters going to work as well. Vasquez crouching, trying to reduce the target. Troy Waters is all business here. Round number 3.
Vasquez is waiting for a round hand punch, a right overhand, or just something that Troy won't be expecting. These body shots are coming around the back. It's not... Drop the mouth guard.
No, some tape, I believe. Johnny Couchy has called a stop to the fight. Now waves Des Bloyd on again, our timekeeper. Vasquez steps forward with Troy Waters.
Right out the middle, Troy, when you recline.
Waters on top of Vasquez through the first 2 and a bit rounds. Has caught Vasquez a couple of times low, and Vasquez suggesting that that was below the belt. It's ironic that Spike Cheney and I were talking about the problems that Troy had with Alain Bonamy and low blows. And back in August last year, as the crowd wave Waters on here.
Ooh, that overhand right seems to be getting through a little bit now. Left hook. Troy will just get back with the jab now and just compose himself. Starting to wait a little bit too long now, Troy. Troy needs to keep the work rate up and stop letting Vasquez get a couple of punches in.
Certainly the busiest that Luis Vasquez has been in the fight is here in round number 3. Again, low from Troy Waters. No complaint from Luis Vasquez and no movement from John Couchy, our referee.
Troy's trying to position him for that right uppercut.
Now Troy Waters warned for use of the shoulder.
If you actually watch Troy, he will use his shoulder and he'll push him off and hit him with right uppercut. There he goes. He's just waiting for a right uppercut. He'll use his shoulder and use that right uppercut. He's using some great punches here, though.
John Couchy again talking to Troy Waters about use of the shoulder.
Good job.
End of round 3, arguably the best of the fight so far. Certainly Vasquez was at his best, but I don't know whether he did enough to take the round. Your thoughts, Graham Cheney?
I'd still give that round to Troy. I think his work rate was a little bit higher than Vasquez. Vasquez hasn't got the technique that Troy's got, and I just don't think he'll be able to come on with any strength or anything in the later rounds.
May get a look at in replay of there's Troy using it in the elbow as well, just forcing his opponent backwards. And that brought the attention of John Couchy in.
Straight to the body.
Let's listen in
So
with
left,
Troy's
right,
corner.
rib, Purnell. As soon as steps out, jab him again. Boom, jab him. Don't let him off the ropes. He's come off the ropes and trying to bully. He's trying to work you inside, mate. Okay. That jab's working for us. Keep using it. Let's go. Seconds out. That right hand's got to...
Seconds down.
He's very slow off his seat, Vasquez.
Here we go.
Round 4 action scheduled for 10. Big time boxing coming to you from the central coast of New South Wales, and Troy Waters in the white with red piping. Ahead on points through the first 3 rounds against Luis Vasquez, former Mexican junior middleweight champion.
He's still in there trying, Vasquez. Troy's just taking his time and just taking the punches that he can on the gloves, and he'll start opening up once again in this round.
Vasquez appearing at least to be growing in confidence here despite the punishment that he's soaked up.
They're standing toe-to-toe at the moment, just trading body shots. That's a low. Well, Troy's been hitting a little bit low a few times at the moment.
Yes, again, second consecutive round, Waters catches his opponent.
That's a beautiful combination that he's doing there. He's doing a right upcut, left hook, and every time he's throwing it, he's hitting right on the mark. That's a right upcut, right to the body. Unbelievable. That would have hurt. These jabs are just going in. Troy's just, oh, look at that.
Waters opening up here in round number 4 on top of Vasquez and trying to put the finishing touches on. Again, the uppercut found the target, rocking the head of Vasquez.
Vasquez is doing the best he can. It's all he can do is just try and hope for that lucky punch, the hook or the right hook, or the body shots. You can't beat him to the straight punches or the left-hand jabs or the straight right. So basically, he's just going back to what he can do best.
Again, the right hand from Vasquez finds the target and is beginning to mark the left eye of Troy Waters.
Ooh, low shots again.
The overhand right, the only effective weapon that would appear that Vasquez has against Troy Waters. Now he works downstairs.
Eyes are puffing up at Vasquez. He's still pushing him off. Oh, right uppercut, left hook. There it goes again. Straight
Excellent
jab.
combinations from Troy Waters here in round number 4. Vasquez in some trouble, appeared to be stunned by the latest barrage, is wobbly on his feet.
Oh, overhand, right.
This could be an early finish, the final 30 seconds of round 4. Can Luis Vasquez hold on?
Troy Waters just so composed. He knows exactly what he's doing. Ducking underneath that left hook. Pushes him off. Jab. And again, right uppercut. Left hook. Incredible.
Well, surely Vasquez cannot soak up this amount of punishment for too much longer. Throwing few punches of his own at the moment. He looks tired. He is almost off his feet. Helped that way by Troy Waters then with the use of the body. And there is no doubt that Vasquez was staggered here in round number 4.
He's in trouble.
The judges may have even seen that as a 10-8 round for Troy Waters.
I think so. Troy's just picking him off as he pleases and just having a boxing session here.
Troy Waters' corner treating the left eye that has been rocked a couple of times by the overhand right of Luis Vasquez, but certainly round number 4 belonged to Troy Waters.
Vasquez is still in there attempting to try and do things, and basically all he's really hitting is with them overhand rights.
This is Troy Waters' 3rd appearance in 1996 after defeating Lamarck Davis in February this year with a TKO in round 4, and as I mentioned more recently on the undercard to Zoo Bergman, went 10 rounds before defeating Lonnie Beasley. Here we go, round number 5.
Straight back into the jabs.
Vasquez staggered in round 4. Appears to have regained his composure. But under siege again. Now he steps forward, throwing more litter than we have seen him do so far in the fight. Now on top of our commentary position. Stalked by Waters, right hand. partially taken on the gloves.
Troy's just trying to bash him with one punch. These jabs, though, here it goes.
And it's going to last forever. Troy Waters well on top. Vasquez waves him on. He is in trouble.
All Troy needs is about 3 or 4 good combination punch and hit him straight in the chin, and has to stop hitting him low, though.
No, for the 3rd consecutive round, Troy Waters spoken to by referee John Couchy about low blows. Now Waters
still using his jab, and Vasquez is calling him up. Still using the jab. Troy's is watching and waiting for that big punch. Overhand right. Here comes something. Vasquez with a good jab. Ooh.
Junior middleweight level or 11 stone. Just under 70 kgs, these men, 154 pounds in the old language. Troy Waters, 5'11", 181 centimetres, with a advantage of almost 10 centimetres. Again, a low blow. As we count down the final 50 seconds of round number 5.
Ooh, nice jab by Vasquez.
Perhaps his best jab of the fight so far. Waters keeps coming forward, though. Vasquez has soaked up a lot of punishment.
Troy's looking for that big punch again. Here it comes. Right hook.
Left to the body. Again, a suspicion that it was low. No complaint from Vasquez, nor referee John Gauci. Waters stalking his opponent now.
He's just stalking, ducking and weaving, using his body and his feet.
Loading up with the right hand and waiting to pounce. Straight wide, found the target. Vasquez comes back with a left of his own, and that is all she wrote for round number 5. Waters well on top here in this junior middleweight clash. Well, we have seen Troy Waters have difficulty with low blows, and we may get a look at it here in replay. There's a big right hand, and there's the left. That was on the belt line. We have seen a little lower, and I hark back to the fight against Alain Bonamy, which went 8 rounds before Troy won on TKO. He was warned on 3 occasions then. And it's a problem that is going to be exacerbated should he get to the United States and get into a title fight against someone with the likes of Terry Norris. You wonder that fighting as the challenger against a world champion, they may not be as lenient.
Well, there won't be this type of fight. This guy's making him do that sort of thing too, because he's that type of style. But Troy should be able to overcome this and not keep doing it, because once he gets into these type of fights and world title fights, that sort of things will make him lose.
Round 6, scheduled for 10 here. Troy Waters well on top, ahead 50-44 on my unofficial scorecard. Watching big-time boxing around the country on Fox Sports at ringside. John Casey, and along with me, silver medalist from the Olympic Games and the recently retired professional of some note, Graham Spike Cheney. Game downstairs looked a little low. That's better, and again Vasquez waves Waters on. Most Mexican fighters we tend to see here in this country are very tough, very durable, and Vasquez is living up to that.
Troy's just showing a bit of respect for him with a left hook like that.
Big right hand.
He's hurt. He's gone.
Opened up on the right of Vasquez. They're going to have to stop this, I suspect. Yes. Vasquez has called time. He has a very nasty cut, which is gushing blood above the right eye.
That'll be
there
fine,
you see it. This could be the end of the fight. It's all over. And Troy Waters has scored a comprehensive 6th round TKO over Luis Vasquez here on Fox Sports. scarcely have been more impressive, Troy Waters. I had him on my scorecard, winning every round, including round 4, 10-8. And in round number 6, well, we mentioned earlier in the fight, Spike Cheney, that there was a lot of doubt about Vasquez being able to soak up that amount of punishment throughout the fight. We'll take a look at the last bit here, and we'll see it in replay. A big right hand, there it is. And Vasquez waves him on, but was obvious that that nasty cut that you can see there on his right eye was very bad, and Johnny Couchy came in and had no option but to stop the fight, and the doctor, Lou Lewis, had no hesitation in stopping the fight. Troy Waters, far too accomplished for Luis Vasquez, and from an Australian perspective, bring on Terry Norris.
Incredible.
Clean punch too. I saw it.
A few of the I'll say older members of the
Well, there's no doubt that Troy Waters had it all over Luis Vasquez, and I have to say that having been privileged enough to see the last 6 appearances of the Glamour with the Hammer, that is as good as I have seen him.
Yes, the boxing ability that Troy was showing tonight is incredible. His left-hand jab and the combinations he was going through. Once again, it was just like practice for him.
Vasquez getting some applause from the big crowd here, and it won't be long before Mark Warren will take us in and have a word with the Glamour with a Hammer. Here's Troy Waters.
Trying to take notes, mate. Plenty of excited people out there. You got the job done. I said it over there in the corner. He was prepared to stand there with you. He was trying to get on the inside. That left tonight, and plenty of the people sitting around me said they haven't seen you open up so crisp, so sharp. Everything was beautiful tonight.
Well, you know, being in front of a home crowd, it always spurs you on, and, you know, I knew I had to be impressive tonight, you know, just to get that shot at the world title. So, you know, Vasquez is a very tough guy, and I hit him with some good clean shots, but I think my jab was dominating the fight.
It certainly was. The left, you're beating him with the left every time. You're being first all night. This crowd here, they've been pretty good to you.
Well, mate, I love the Central Coast crowd. I mean, you know, the people have all supported me, and my great sponsors. Thank you. I'd just like to thank my great sponsors, Westfield's at Tugger, and Jason Knott, you know, the man behind it. He gave me, you know, he gave me a chance, and we're doing a good job together.
Mate, before you go, just a couple more questions. Tonight we went in at number 3. With a bit of luck, we're going to go to and get Norris this time. I spoke to you at the weigh-in this morning. My voice was going. We've seen Brown. We saw Brown. That's history. We saw you drop Norris in round 2, and the bad cut stopped you yourself in round 3. And we saw a very young Troy Waters fight Gianfranco Rossi many years ago, and I thought was unlucky to come out of that, and perhaps it was just immaturity. Next time in, Bra, I suppose you're saying this is make or break.
Well, that's for sure. I mean, next time I fight Terry Norris, you know, I'm coming for you, Terry. You've got something that I believe that I deserve, and I want to take it off you.
Beautiful stuff. Ladies, well done. Well done. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Boy Waters. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Forum
Well, there was no doubt that Troy Waters was going to finish this early. It was just a question of how long Luis Vasquez could survive under all that punishment. And Johnny Couchy had to step in there because it was a nasty cut. And looked almost on the temple or around the right eye of Luis Vasquez, having soaked up all that punishment through the first 5 rounds. And about a third of the way through round number 6, Johnny Couchy waves the fight off, and Troy Waters continues his march toward a world title shot against Terry Norris or whoever is prepared to put their title on the line. His record improves to 27-4, 19 by way of KO.